Let's get real for a moment, shall we? Let's talk about something that affects almost every parent out there. Something that often gets pushed to the back burner amidst the beautiful chaos of raising children. Remember life before kids? Before the sleepless nights, the endless laundry, and the constant demands on your time and energy. You and your partner were inseparable, practically glued at the hip. You couldn't imagine spending a day apart. Late night talks, whispering secrets and dreams into the early hours of the morning. Spontaneous dates, grabbing dinner at your favorite spot on a whim, or a weekend getaway with no plans other than to enjoy each other's company. Laughter for no reason, just pure, unadulterated joy in each other's presence. Romance was effortless. It was the air you breathed, the foundation upon which your relationship was built. It felt natural, easy, and ever-present. Then, a baby arrives and everything changes. The world shifts on its axis, and suddenly you're operating on a whole new level of exhaustion and responsibility. Late-night talks become late-night feedings, fueled by caffeine and sheer willpower. Dates turn into diaper changes, and romantic dinners are replaced with microwaved meals eaten in shifts. You look at your partner and see a teammate, not a lover. Someone to tag-team bedtime routines and navigate the never-ending stream of doctor's appointments. Parenthood is a blessing, an incredible journey filled with love and joy. But let's be honest, it can bury romance under a mountain of laundry and exhaustion, leaving you feeling disconnected and distant from the person you once couldn't live without. It's not about loving your partner less. Your focus just shifts, pulled in a million different directions by the needs of your children. No one gives you a manual for balancing parenthood and partnership. There's no step-by-step guide to navigating this complex terrain. You tell yourselves, we'll get back to us later. Once the kids are older, you say, we'll have more time for each other. But later is a dangerous place. It can easily become never. The years slip by, and before you know it, you've lost touch with the very essence of your relationship. Keeping the spark alive isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for a strong, happy family. A thriving partnership creates a stable and loving environment for your children to flourish. The truth? Romance doesn't die. It just gets lost in the chaos, buried under the weight of responsibilities and the constant demands of family life. You have to fight to keep it alive. You have to actively choose to prioritize your relationship, even when it feels like there's no time or energy left. If you don't, you risk waking up one day as strangers sharing a house, coexisting but not truly connected. The magic trick isn't that romance disappears. It's that you have to work to make it reappear, to dust it off and breathe new life into it. So, how do you do it? How do you reclaim that lost spark and reignite the flame of romance? How do you find each other again in the middle of the madness? How do you carve out time and space for connection amidst the never-ending demands of parenthood? It starts with admitting things have changed, acknowledging that your relationship has evolved, and that you need to adapt to this new chapter of your lives. And deciding that your relationship is worth the effort, that it's a priority worth fighting for, even when it's hard. Because it is. Your relationship is the foundation upon which your family is built. And your whole family will be stronger for it. A happy, connected couple creates a happy, healthy family. So, what kills romance after kids? First, the loss of personal time every minute is claimed by your little ones. You feel neglected, and so does your partner. All your energy goes to the kids, leaving nothing for each other. Stress and fatigue set in. You're both running on empty. Conversations become all about logistics, not dreams or feelings. Emotional intimacy fades, and you start to feel like roommates. It's not intentional, it's just survival mode. But if you don't notice it, you can drift apart without even realizing. That's why it's so important to name these romance killers and fight back. Time used to be your friend, a vast expanse stretching out before you. Remember those days. Now it's your enemy, a relentless pursuer, always nipping at your heels. Before kids, you had hours to connect, to talk, to dream, to simply be together. Now, your calendar is a battlefield of obligations, a minefield of appointments and commitments. Every square is filled, every moment accounted for. Every day is a race. Get the kids ready, work, chores, bedtime routines. By the time the house is quiet, the dishes are done, and the laundry is folded, you're exhausted, utterly depleted. Quality time feels like another chore, another item on an already overflowing to-do list. Spontaneity? Gone. A distant memory. Everything has to be scheduled, meticulously planned and coordinated. Even a simple dinner out requires military planning, a logistical feat of epic proportions. It's not that you don't want to connect, you're just drowning in logistics, overwhelmed by the sheer volume of tasks. Your relationship drops to the bottom of the list, buried beneath the urgent demands of daily life. Not from lack of love, the love is still there, a flickering ember, but lack of hours. There simply aren't enough hours in the day. You're in survival mode, just trying to make it through each day, focusing on immediate needs, putting out fires as quickly as they ignite. The long-term health of your relationship, the foundation of your family, feels like a luxury, an indulgence you can't afford. But if you don't make time, if you continue to neglect that vital connection, you risk losing each other, drifting apart until you're strangers in the same house. The solution? You have to be intentional, deliberate in carving out time for each other. Even small pockets of time matter. Those stolen moments of connection can make a world of difference. Protect them fiercely, guard them jealously, because they are the lifeblood of your relationship. Let's talk about energy, or the lack of it. Parenting drains you physically and emotionally. By day's end, your battery is dead. You've given everything to your job, your kids, your home. When your partner wants connection, you might have nothing left. It's not about desire, it's about exhaustion. This leads to a cycle. Too tired for intimacy, less connection, more stress, more exhaustion. You start seeing your partner as another demand, not a source of comfort. Resentment creeps in. The world says you should be a super parent and a passionate partner. That's a lie. You're human. You have limits. Recognizing this isn't weakness. It's the first step to fixing it. You can't pour from an empty cup. Here's some hope. Mark and Sarah were just passing ship's great parents, but lost as partners. They had an honest talk. I miss us. How do we fix this? They became date night commandos. Every Friday night was sacred us time. Babysitters were hard to find, money was tight, but they stuck to it. If they couldn't go out, they had a date night and candles, takeaway, no talk about kids or bills. At first, it was awkward, but slowly it worked. That one night a week became their anchor. They laughed again, talked again, remembered why they fell in love. Scheduling romance saved their marriage. It wasn't magic, it was commitment. They made their relationship a priority, and it paid off. You don't need grand gestures, just consistency. Protect your time together. Make it non-negotiable. Your relationship deserves it. David and Maria's problem was resentment. Maria did everything. David felt unappreciated. They listed every chore, divided them fairly, and shared the mental load. David took over mornings. Maria got a break. The resentment melted away, replaced by teamwork. With less stress, they became the getaway gurus one weekend a year, just the two of them. It wasn't about luxury, but about dedicated time to reconnect. Sharing the daily grind and planning an annual escape transformed their relationship. Sometimes the most romantic thing you can do is tackle the practical problems together. Teamwork is sexy, and it brings you closer. So, what's your playbook when the romance starts to fade? What strategies do you employ when the daily grind overshadows the spark that brought you together? Here are 5 steps, 5 actionable strategies to bring back the spark and reignite the flame in your relationship. These aren't just quick fixes, but rather foundational elements for a lasting and loving connection. First, open communication. This is the bedrock of any strong relationship. Talk honestly about how you feel. No blaming, just listening. Create a safe space where both of you can express your needs and concerns without fear of judgment or retaliation. Active listening is key here. Truly hear what your partner is saying, not just waiting for your turn to speak. Second, plan fun together. Don't let your relationship become all about chores and responsibilities. Schedule date nights, even if it's just once a month. Lunch dates, a quick escape from the workday routine, or even 20 minutes of phone-free time dedicated solely to each other. Consistency matters more than the activity. It's about making a conscious effort to connect regularly. Third, keep physical touch alive. Physical intimacy is a vital component of a romantic relationship. Small gestures, a hug, holding hands, a gentle touch on the arm, a real kiss, not just a peck on the cheek, remind you you're partners, not just parents or roommates. Fourth, make time for self-care. This is not selfish, it's essential. You can't give what you don't have. Encourage each other to recharge, pursue your own hobbies, and maintain your individual identities. Fifth, don't be afraid to seek help. There's no shame in admitting you need assistance. If you're stuck, talk to a professional. It's a sign of strength, not failure, to acknowledge that you need guidance. These steps aren't magic, but they work if you commit to them. Protect your rituals of connection, those small, meaningful moments that bind you together. Show up for each other, be present in the moment, and truly listen when your partner speaks. Be patient with the process. Rekindling a spark takes time and effort. Remember, you're on the same team, working towards a common goal, a happy and fulfilling relationship. Even small changes can make a big difference in the long run. Start today. Don't put it off any longer. Choose each other every day. Make a conscious decision to prioritize your relationship. Your relationship is worth fighting for. It's an investment in your future happiness, and your family will thank you for it. A strong and loving relationship benefits everyone around you. Don't wait for later. Later is now. The best time to start is always right now. Take the first step, no matter how small. You've got this. You have the power to create the relationship you desire. Love is a choice. Make it, choose it actively, and nurture it every day. The Bible's advice on love is timeless. Love is patient. Love is kind. Show your partner the same patience you show your kids. Forgive the small stuff. Give each other grace. Ecclesiastes says, "Two are better than one. If either falls, one can help the other up." Marriage is a partnership. Lift each other up, share the load. It's not a competition, but a divine team. Faith matters. Trust that your struggles are just a season. Pray for each other and with each other. That spiritual connection is deeper than romance. You're not alone in this journey. With faith, love, and teamwork, you can weather any storm. Here's the bottom line. Keeping the spark alive isn't about grand gestures. It's about small, daily choices. Choose connection over convenience, teamwork over resentment, love over exhaustion. Start small. Pick one thing. Maybe a real hug every day or 15 minutes of phone-free talk. These small actions are seeds. Water them and they'll grow. Remember why you started this journey together. Appreciate each other's efforts. Say thank you. Say I love you. Say I'm proud of you. These words fuel your relationship. You can do this. A strong partnership is the best gift for your kids. Show them what love looks like. With effort, grace, and faith, you can be amazing parents and crazy in love. It's not a fairy tale, it's a choice. Go make it.